And the ya is equivalent to three things: I, E, and Y. I will explain the ya in the letter of vowels because it makes part of vowels and it's a little bit complicated and it needs a lot of explanation. So for now we will consider it E. Okay, so these are our letters: ba, ta, tha, noon, and ya. For now, only just take a look at it. You don't need to write anything. I will teach you just right now how to start writing the ba. So in Arabic, we have to remember that we have lines. If you bring a notebook, make sure it's on, lines and not on, how do we call it? Not like this, but like this, because we need a space between each line in order to start, at least at the beginning, writing good in a good way the letters. Okay, so let's say these are the lines, and I want to start writing the ba, the first letter. I have to keep my hand with the line, so I have to start writing from right to left, but go with the line. Okay, I don't have to go underneath it, and I cannot write like this. So make sure you go with the line. These tips help you improve. Okay, when we are more advanced, we can write a ba like this. Okay, but now when we are beginners, I recommend you and I advise you to write them actually with the line. Okay, so this is the ba. I begin from right to left. I close it because it makes part of the letter, and I put the dot underneath it. Okay, this is the ba. Very easy. Try to write it with me. Right, left, close it, and put a dot underneath it. This is the ba. Try to make at least 10 or 15 bas. Okay, this is the letter ba. So there's no importance of how long this part is. Just try to not do it a lot long or short. I mean, let's take the letter T in English. The ba in Arabic is a little bit longer than the T. Let's say something like this, but it doesn't really matter. Make sure though that these are short. These must be shorter than this. These must be shorter than this. Okay, so this is the letter ba. I will erase everything. Okay, and I will write again the letter ba. This is the letter ba. Very easy. So let's try to write the letter ta. As you see, ta is very similar to ba. The only difference is that ta has two dots on top. Two dots. So it's the same form and the same shape, just instead of one dot underneath it, two on top. It's the same with the tha, three dots, and this is why you can understand. This is what makes you understand why did I put these letters in the same group. I said I will teach you the Arabic letters in groups that have something in common, no? In groups of letters that have something in common, whether it is in the pronunciation or the shape. Here we can understand that it's on the shape because ba, ta, tha in the pronunciation it doesn't have anything to do with one another, but on the shape we can see that it's the same. But when we arrive to the noon and the ya, it's different. So here you might ask yourselves, what does the noon have to do with these? It doesn't look the same, so why did we put it and the ya in the same group with the ba, ta, and tha? I will answer you this in just 1 minute. Okay, so let's continue with the noon. The noon is very easy. It's the same. It begins the same as all the others, but instead of going with the line, it goes round underneath the line, and then I have to put a dot on top. So this is the line. Okay, I begin on top of the line, I go down, but I have to return on top, and then I put the dot. It's very easy. You have to make it round. Don't go and exaggerate, and don't make it too long, too big. So it's just like this. Noon. It's very easy. Noon. This is the N in Arabic. Then we have the ya, which we call it the chicken ya. Why do we call it the chicken? Because it somehow looks like a chicken, and it has two legs underneath it. So I begin writing the chicken. I go down, I turn up, and I put two legs of the chicken. I don't forget the legs. Okay, this is the ya. I will try to repeat the ya because it's a bit, it's not so easy as the others. Okay, so this is the line. Yeah, I have to make a small curve like this. Then I go down, I turn up, and I put the legs. Okay, these are the 5 letters of today. Ba, ta, tha, noon, and ya. Okay. So what we learned for now is the isolated form of the letters as we see them in lists like this. Oops, I'm sorry. So we saw this is the ba that we put here. This is the ta that we wrote here. This is the tha that we wrote here. And this is the noon that we wrote here. This is the ya that we wrote here. So it's the same as we see them in these kind of lists, alphabetical list of letters. But we never see them like this in words. For example, if I give you this word, if you take a look at this word here, I don't know why I keep... Okay, if you look at this word here, we cannot see the letters isolated. They are somehow connected, or better if I show you this word. Oops, this word. So you see the letters connected. I don't know if you recognize the first letter, which is the ba. The ba. I hope you recognize it. Here it is. So if you see the ba is different from here and here. Here it's because it's put in the word. So as you can imagine and understand by now, that we never see these letters in this way when they are written inside words. So what we have to do is what Arabs had to do, is to create 3 forms of every letter. Why 3 forms? Because the word can begin with a ba, the ba can be put in the middle of the word, and the word can end with the ba. So for example, if I say the word bite, I have to put the ba at the beginning. For example. No, not for example. I'm going to teach you now how do we write the ba in its 3 forms. So I will take the letter ba, which is isolated. I will put beginning, middle, and end of the word. Let's take the ba. We have to put a line